I want very much to be able to get my camera on this, and that's why I'm doing this. My telephone. Well, honestly, what am I doing here? Testing, testing. Oh, oh, oh. Look at that. Boys and girls, we just did a home run. I got to turn my volume on. Come on. Yeah, okay. You can believe it. Volume. Can't get my volume up. All right. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm only halfway. I'm only halfway home. Come on. Why is my telephone volume so high? Mike is muted. Good. All right. I got one more thing to do here, and that is to get my monitor up and to get my. Sorry to do all this live. I thought I was going to be able to do it, um, not live, but I'm not smart enough to do that. Okay, so what's going on here? Let's see if we can get. Here we go. We're there. We're almost there, folks. Gee whiz. All right. I'm not smart enough to do that. Okay, so now I need to turn this volume. What's going on here? Volume. See if we can get. Here we go. All right, and now one more thing. We gotta get screen up. Come on, do something. Okay. Ah, can I get the blue name cake? What in the world are you talking about, Chad? Oh dear. I don't know. Try something. Try saying it. Try saying it a different way. um, what I've got on the side screen is my phone. Look at that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my fish tanks. We're going to go around and look at babies and stuff. So when I do that, I'll have to bring my audio up, but we'll be in the other room, so it'll be okay. Let me back up a little bit here because we got a bunch of people with us, and I just want to say hello. Zen Ginger is here. Good morning. Zen and Susie is here. Hi, Susie. And Jan, we've already talked to. Okay, and that's it. Fisher and Fever. Lag me out. I guess he's gone. Carrie Nature. Good morning, Carrie. Okay, so we're more or less together here with a few folks with us. This was not planned ahead. That is to say, it was not promoted ahead. So we're a little bit jumping the gun, and I'm not seeing. Let's see. I'm not seeing any notifications. Am I in notifications? I must be, or you guys would not have picked me up. But I'm not in. I'm not in my own notifications. Oh, Zen and Susie are here. Let's see. Jody is here. Guy Jody. Carrie Nature. Babies. Yes, we're going to show babies. Lag me out. What does fish room fever mean, lag me out? I guess that means he had to go. Spontaneous fun for the most fun. Well, we'll see how much fun it is. I'll tell you what, let me get started on this. I think this will be fun. Um, Hi, Sister Lockmo. Nice to have you with us. I'm going to start moving around. I don't know. I probably cannot um, make this full screen. There might be a way to do it, but Lord knows that's a bit much for me to figure out. Let's see. Let me try. There we go. Okay, we have sound. All right, so we're gonna give you a little tour of the fish room of Father Fish. This is a tank of sheepshead minnows. Sheepshead minnows are a local fish. It's a pup fish. I don't know if you've ever heard of the desert pup fish, but that's what these are. These are babies that were born here last spring. So we are hopeful that they're going to spawn again this spring. They spawn once a year, and the male is gloriously beautiful. I have a video. Here's a baby over here. I have a video of these guys spawning this past spring. So you might check that out. They are stunning fish when they're in spawning mode. Right now, they're not very pretty. This is some hermit crabs that they're not doing all that well. Let's see. Oh, I've got some beautiful scats here. Look at these guys. Aren't they cool? So pretty. They're about 6 inches, I guess, and they're hiding. And there's a pleco hanging at the top. This is my 20-year-old tank. Not a whole lot of fish in it right now. A little bit of stuff. Lots and lots of plants. Loaded with plants. I'm going to put some apistos in here. See if we can get apistos spawning. This should be a really good apisto tank. Right now they're just mostly some tetras in here. And then there's a little tank down here. And I think nobody lives here. There used to be a butterfly. Might have sold him. Might not have. I don't know. I don't think the light's on here. Might not even be plugged in. I think it's not plugged in. Fancy that. Well, maybe it is plugged in. No, it's not plugged in. The extension is not plugged in. All right. We'll get back to that later. This is a tank. It's a 500-gallon that I acquired recently, and I'm not going to set it up. It's just more really than I can handle, and I really need the income from it. So we're going to try to sell it. And this is our turtle tank. And you can see some turtles down in there, maybe. You see them moving around. Cute little guys. Turtles. I don't know how many are in here right now. I just sent my granddaughter one. She was here Christmas and was desperate to get a turtle, so hopefully it'll arrive safely tomorrow. I sent it to her yesterday. This is Chester. There's a sweet, sweet baby. It's a bare-eyed cockatoo. And he's a little shy toward me. He loves everybody but me. Don't you? Nice bird, talks friendly. Let's do some fish tanks. Monsters. We have monsters, and then we have monsters. This guy ate about 15 algae pellets yesterday. Got a belly full of algae pellets. That fish swimming around is a iridescent shark. He came in as a rescue, kind of in rough shape. He's got a nodule on his lip from being in too small a tank and rubbing up against it continuously. They get monsters, utterly monsters. Okay, let's see what else we can look at here. Here's some of the swords that Carlos brought in the other day on Saturday, I guess. He had a kind of an accident and lost some because the heater went crazy. Cooked them. All right, we're going to go. Oh, I got to show you this tank. It's my absolute favorite tank. Look at this guy. Isn't this gorgeous? And it's Africans and Central Americans. And it's just a stupendous collection of relatively common fish, but some really special fish in here. I was looking for the albino compressiceps. We've got two of them in here and they are hiding. There's the regular compressiceps. Where's the albino? Lord knows. I was just looking at him this morning and already, oh, back here, up in the corner, look at that. There he is. Okay. Where'd she something? We're gonna go look in the black water tank. These are rainbows and some Protosa rainbows. Everybody's hungry this morning. Protosa. Now, we had some McMastereye spawn in the black water tank. We should still have a few babies. Let's see. There's Mama. And let's see if we can spot a baby. She's still chasing everybody away. There must be something here. I'm not seeing them yet, but they gotta be here somewhere. She's being very protective of something. Well, maybe you can see them. I can't see them. They're extremely tiny. Oh, I see one. Did you catch it? There may only be one. And two, she's trying to protect them against a horde of interlopers who are trying to get in there and get a free meal. I did see one. Well, let's go look at the baby crevensis. Oh, one more thing, couple more. This is a 4-pound peacock bass. Ain't he something? And some 33-foot clown knifefish. These were actually caught locally in a lake here in Venice, Florida. And the red-tailed shark was thrown out in somebody's pond. Jaguar, Mr. Jaguar. And I want to show you these guys. Where are they? Here they are. These are little baby Yawaru. Our club president has a beautiful fish room. You met him on an earlier video. His name is Chris, and he's breeding these Yawaru, which are getting more and more play from the shop. So we're getting more Warus into the hobby. It's a wonderful fish. And some angels. Bunches of angels. Some severum. These are the mouth brooding severum. I've got some cockatoides in here. I don't know if we'll be able to see them. Yeah, there's a couple. Those look like females. The males these are the triple reds. I just saw somebody else in there. I think it was the blue line darter. Oh, you know what's happening? They're pairing back here. There's the male. They're pairing off under the filter. Looks like we're going to have a spawn. I need to get them up front. And these are McMastereye in here. Here they are. Whoops. I just lost. Uh-oh. What happened? My camera went dead. My phone went dead. I don't know quite why. It dropped off and on. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it up on this phone because it's just being ridiculous. Shut it off. I guess I can do it from here, can I? All right. Oh well, that was an interesting experiment. We didn't get to look at the crivies. The phone went weird. I don't know quite what happened. And looking back, it looks like maybe nothing came through. Does my laptop have a mute button? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. That would have been helpful, wouldn't it? Oh dear. Did I do anything? Hmm. Well, apparently not. It looks like, did we get anything at all? Doesn't look like we did. Huh. Papa shrimp. Huh. Papa shrimp. That's funny. Well, we did see some turtles. Over a gallon. We got a little bit. Yes, low water level, Mr. B, because of two things. Jumpers is one. The others is that the tank leaks. When I get more water in, I can't stop it. Having issues feeding canned green beans to Pleco Fry. Did you try mashing them up and then just feed a very tiny bit? Also try peas and mash them. Are you going to get any sound at all? Are you getting sound? Oh, good. Thank you, Aquarium Cop. Up to the Epistos. Well, and then my camera went dead. It just went, it dropped offline, or I thought it did. It probably was still playing because when I came back in here, it was working. But I panicked and came back, and that was the end of that. So, got to see some of my pretty fishes. That's amazing. Thank you, Carrie Nature. Um, yeah, it started because my computer was not muted and neither was the phone. Okay, so we did a little bit. This just takes crushed garlic in with their mashed peas. That's a good idea. Mix crushed garlic with your crushed food. Um, Also, baby food works really well. The pureed food. You could buy peas and beans, and I don't think you can buy garlic, but garlic's easy enough to mix in. Thank you, Aquarium Cop. Good job, silly Susie. Well, it was interesting. Dan Sibley's first started aquarium is almost set up. Good job, Dan. Hang in there with it. Make it happen. Thank you, Jen. A mini tour. Um, as I get used to doing this, I'll be able to do it better. I just, like I said, I panicked because the phone just dropped. The screen dropped off. I guess it was still live. And why it did that, I don't know. I guess it was just inactive for too long. I probably needed to push a button or something. Organic baby veggie food. That's it. Right. Perfect. Good stuff. I feed it a lot. Let me back up a little bit here. I've got my shark's tooth, but you can't see it because the necklace is too long. So we've got a nice school of uh, baby crevensis, about 25 baby crevensis that are doing really quite well. Let's see. Well, it is expensive, but if you're not feeding a lot of it, it's a one-time expense. It's hard to feed a whole bottle of, a whole little jar of baby food. Then Ginger, you behind Sister Live. I could probably bring somebody in here if somebody wants to try it. Let me post. Let me post the. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure Silly Susan baby. I'm sure the baby meat products would be fine as well. Um, I have fed all kinds of meat, so I don't think there's any real restriction. The chicken and fish would be more preferable, perhaps. Zen's posting babies. from last month. We had some nice ones, and they didn't hold up. I think I wasn't getting them adequate food. My microworm supply kind of crashed, and I wasn't doing baby brine. I'm now doing both, so I think we're gonna be able to keep our babies going better. Yes, absolutely. That'll be fun. Fisher and Fever. We have mutual make, mutual makes. There we go. There he is. There's the. That's a. I don't know what that is. 4 inch. Yeah, about a 4 inch bag, not a 5 inch. Wonder could you dry baby food and make flakes? Well, you could. Somebody was talking to me the other day about dehydrated, which is really what flakes are. And I said, somebody's here. Aquarium cop is here. Let's see if I can bring him in. He's got a neat logo. How cool is that? You're there. Do you need to? What do you need to do to get visible? Your logo is up. Do I need to do something? Aquarium cop? I don't know. I got you on. I got your logo up. Huh. Anyway, I was talking about. Oh, that's interesting. It has a solo button. Ha ha ha. Remove from screen. Kick or ban. I don't want to do that. Do I need to do anything to get you on Aquarium Cop? Tell you what, I'm going to go back, take you off until you can. Maybe you can get on. I don't know. Cop is muted, right? He's muted, but he's not showing. Just his logo is showing. Anyway, what I was saying about the whole uh, dry food thing, uh, um, the dried food. Oh, he's gone now. Okay. What I was saying about the dried food is that I don't like it. I don't like. I don't like the dehydrated food. It somehow, in my mind, takes the life out of the food. I don't know if that makes sense. And maybe it's just my brain, but I don't think replacing living organism with water is makes it the same. Anyway, that's just my thinking on the matter. I think eating something live or that is still fresh, if you will, is preferable to eating something that all the life has been sucked out of, and what's left is the essentially the mineral content. I don't know. Post a link at Aquarium Cock and click on it. Okay, I'll do it again. Gelatin-based pureed foods. Yeah, that would be cool. I like Zen Ginger talking about a gelatin-based pureed food like homemade rapashi. How cool would that be? That's a good idea. Hi, Mr. Zen. Okay, so what am I going to do? Oh, yeah, we're hitting like buttons. Can't even get to my like button. It's here. Sorry if this seems disjointed. If it does, it's because it is totally disjointed. If I mute it at Father Fish, unmute. I'm not muted, am I? No, I'm not. Ugh. I could go back into what time is it? I could go back into the camera. I mean the telephone again. 10:30. Mr. Zen. Couldn't figure out how to unmute. I may have muted it. I don't know. It seemed locked. Huh. I don't think I did, but I might have. Lord knows. I didn't bring my coffee in. So I was talking to Fisher and Favor the other day um, about Facebook. I went on Facebook, went on a couple of the 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 fish chat rooms, and started raising a ruckus about capping with sand. And of course, there were people who were very offended by that, thought it was really awful, and would never do such a thing. So I responded in kind and wound up with about 15 subscriptions on my YouTube channel, which is just really kind of fascinating. So, controversy can work, I guess. Where are we? How often should we feed the garlic to control parasites? I would use it as a prophylactic. As often, it's certainly not harmful, and it does more than talking to Silly Susie about feeding garlic. It does more than control parasites. It also it has the same effect on fish that it does on people. It helps with digestion, improves the overall um, life force, I guess, of the fish. So you can feed it as often as you like. Once a week would not be too often. Once a day might be, but I don't think it would be harmful. It's a food product, so you can feed it without a whole lot of restriction, other than quantity, of course. Sharpie's Model in Aquatics is here. Good afternoon. Fish Tube Auction House. 15 trolls. Yeah, the problem with Facebook is that there's so many people who jump onto these sites who don't really have a clue what they're doing, which makes it really virgin territory for my purposes, which is to bring knowledge to the witless, to to those that really don't know what they're doing. Caleb, hi Caleb. You're not in school today. So in that sense, I like going on there. What I thought I would start doing is going on as Father Fish rather than as my real name. Um, I think that might make more sense and would be more consistent with what I'm doing here. So I need to try to figure out how to do that. Ooh, welcome back, Caleb. You're homesick. Oh dear, what's the matter? Fighting a war on UK Facebook groups over fish versus fishless cycles. Yeah, I know what it's like. There, and that is the problem. Who was it back here who was talking? Yeah, Fish Tube Auction House saying trolls. There, Facebook is like 90% trolls. I think just people who are there just to fight. Um, One of the things I thoroughly enjoy about YouTube, but particularly the in among the fish fam, is the remarkable willingness and commitment on the part of people on FishTube to remain positive and supportive, and to not get into bitter kinds of rancor. I've had disagreements with people, and I think that's fine, but I've not been treated with disdain and contempt the way I have on Facebook. I kind of like it because I can give it back. Martin Luther King Day. Let's say Caleb seems sick. Da 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 da. A dirt. 305 Richie Rich. Richie Rich. Dirt tank cap with sand. When I vacuum the sand, it releases air bubbles. Yeah, I would not go crazy about vacuuming the sand, Richie Rich. Rich, but vacuum maybe the top half inch or so. Don't go down deep in it because you don't want to get rid of um, the animals that are living in there. So, if you're going to vacuum it, just do the top little bit. The air bubbles are nitrogen gas that's working its way out. It doesn't hurt anything at all. Have no experience to try to troll and annoy people. Yeah, I think Aquarium Cop in large measure. I think you're right about Facebook. I find it a pain in the butt, but it's a source of. It's like it's an opportunity to be able to reach large numbers of people, and to then be able to bring them over to here. I think is worthwhile. We've got really good uh, means of being able to ban trolls and to not give them an opportunity. But for people who are really sincerely looking for help on Facebook, this needs to be a viable option and one that's available to them and that they can find out about it. So that's all. Somebody, are you on the fish, Sharpie? Then Ginger's asking Sharpie, are you on the fish inside? I don't know what I missed that altogether. What did I miss? Yeah, well, maybe nothing. I don't know. Then Ginger. Oh, the fish book. That was interesting, wasn't it? Then Ginger, you are amazing. I so appreciate your support here. You give it sophistication. Fish time is awesome. Yeah, I think you're right. Silly Susie saying it's because fish keeping is relaxing. I did a group of videos on uh, on fish keeping as Zen, as um, meditation, which kind of interesting. Got into that a little bit. So many people leave YouTube because they went on Facebook. Well, they didn't belong here. See, sister lock mode. Put down a soil under layer on Saturday the 4th. Turned off the filter last Thursday. Ammonia is 1 ppm. Nitrite and nitrates are high. Well, yeah, it's cycling. Sounds like more sand would help. What? How deep is your sand layer, Sister Love? You need at least 2 inches. Do a water change. Um, do like at least a 10% water change every week until you get this thing squared away. You want to control that ammonia, and that's the easiest way to do it. I appreciate you, Zen Ginger. A lot of other people around here do too. You are a wonder. Make your own mind up. Yeah, trust yourself. Trust your own wisdom. I think that's kind of key to this hobby is to be open minded, listen to what people are saying, evaluate it. Don't evaluate it in terms of your prejudices. Try to devoid yourself of prejudice, uh, but be willing to be open to challenge and take a rational approach to it. If you can't reason your way through it, then maybe you need to rethink what you're doing. And always experiment. Always try new things. Always see what works and what doesn't work. That's what the scientific method is. The scientific method is try it and see. And if you get a good result, go back and try it again. Make sure it wasn't a fluke. Like to troll the trolls. Sharpie models is into the joy of the fight. Cap with small gravel, stitch and lock mode. Yeah, small gravel won't work unless you've got 4 inches. 1 to 1.5 inches of small gravel won't work. It allows too much water flow. The idea is you want the water flow to slow down enough. I'm sorry. You want the water flow to slow down enough that by the time the water flow reaches the dirt layer, there's no oxygen left in it. And that's not going to happen with with gravel unless it's pretty deep. So don't take the gravel out, leave it in there, but add sand to it and get it 2 inches, and you'll notice an immediate difference. Hi, Anthony. Find your tribe, your family, your people. Yeah, and I think what's funny for me is that you guys found me. I didn't find you. I couldn't. I didn't know how to find you. I was I was mucking around. That's with an M, mucking around like mucking in the creek. Okay, mucking around. It, kind of bouncing along on the bottom in Facebook. I had been doing that for 2 months and really wasn't getting anywhere. All of my friends signed up, all 50 of them. And I was just kind of bouncing around, looking here and looking there, not getting involved in any conversations. And that was really a part of it because I was more interested in getting videos out. I was trying to get a lot of videos out. I think in those first 2 months, I did about 40 videos in about 2 months. I was, for a while, I was doing one a day. When I started out, I was doing one a day. I think the lowest I did was two a week. And I'm still at about that level, but I need to be doing more videos now. I'm getting some good suggestions on what to do. I'm going to be doing a saltwater one soon. Oh well. Anyway, bouncing along the bottom, and all of a sudden there's this spike. 100 people subscribe, and I looked and I couldn't figure out what happened. And I started looking around, and people were saying, Lucas sent me, Lucas sent me. Well, who's Lucas? So I found Lucas. Lucas had found me. How he did that is way beyond me. I mean, I wasn't really signing up with anybody much. I was looking at Aquarium Co op. I was looking at Biggs. I was looking at one or two others, but I guess I had signed up for a few, but thousands of people sign up on those channels. I don't think I signed up on LRB. I may have, but I don't remember. Anyway, he found me. One of these days, I will ask him if he remembers how in the world he found me. And that was it. You guys came to me. You found me. And I got saved. I got lifted out of the the depths of YouTube and placed on a mountaintop. And it's been a thrill ride ever since. I'm about to hit 900 subscribers. I'm within, I don't know, 20, I think. And I think by the end of January, I'll be at 1,000. I'm pretty sure. So and that's 2 months. 2 months. You will, and I have thrilled at every single one of them. I'm on here all day long every day, just working this thing and looking at it. Anyway, yeah, find your tribe, or maybe your tribe will find you, whatever. But that's been an absolute joy. And it's completely changed my approach to so many things. It's just Facebook makes me cry. Send gender. Dear heart. Yeah, Facebook can be. I go on it because my daughter posts granddaughter pictures. So I get to see that and I love it. Everyone's got to be quarantined. Ah, not bad. Not bad. Anthony's fishy friends. Hi there. Nice to see you. How to set up a natural. Yeah, who said that? Uh, where'd it go? I lost it. How to set up a saltwater tank. I'm going to do that. That may be the next one I do. Oh, here it is. Sam Dam ask how to set up a natural saltwater. I will do that. That suggestion came through. Was it you who suggested it? I think yesterday. And I thought that was a great idea. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. That may be the next one I do. Here in the public eye, Facebook is worse to deal with people on Facebook. Does not really. That's true enough. There's no protection with Facebook. Yeah, I know. I've got cousins, nieces, I should say, who are on Facebook all the time doing doing eye makeup and the like. Soul Tribe, a tidal pool pond. I have a friend who did a tidal pool pond. It was very effective. Difficult to keep it balanced. Um, the the um, um, the plants in the tidal pool pond tend to get out of control pretty quickly, but it's an absolutely super idea. You need to load it up with rock, I think, to make it work right. Oh, who's talking? Who said that? Silly Susan. Ponds are wonderful, Carrie Nature. I love ponds. The joy of ponds is that it really teaches you how the a natural system takes care of itself, because ponds really do take care of themselves. And if you can extrapolate then that back to your tank and see how the tank is balancing itself and taking care of itself. Aquarium cup, Father, 4 inches of an undergravel filter. Wear my best tank, 1070 35. Miss my slate bottom tank with firm edges. I've got some. I've been saving them. I've got maybe 8 or 10 little ones all the way up to, I think my biggest one is a 75, which we just are setting up as a an African cichlid, a rift lake tank. I'll show that next time I get on. I'll get my camera working again and do that. Dooby doo. One of the nice things to do with outdoor ponds is to catch some of your local little fish, ornamental kind of stuff. Everybody has a creek fish, stream fish, ditch fish, and put those in. You don't want things like gambusi because they'll beat everybody up, and stuff that gets big, like, you know, smallmouth bass or something. But there are a lot of little tiny darters, dace, and the like that are really neat, that are uh, that are in every body of water wherever you live. I'm saying Lucas is a green water western. Lucas really does have mystical powers. I think it's his. It's, Lucas is a very Zen kind of guy. He's a very gentle, focused kind of soul, and he brings that to his hobby, and it reflects that back. I think that's part of what happens in the hobby is that people's tanks reflect their personality and their character. I'm not going to say one more word about that. Let somebody else stick their foot in that body of water. What I consider to be what ppm do I consider to be dangerously high nitrates? Depends on your pH. Alan is asking about ppm for nitrates. If your pH is 8.0, your nitrates can be 3 to 400 and not be affecting the fish. If your pH is 6.0, it probably would kill everything. I don't recommend that it be that high. I'm just saying. I've experienced that. There were a few species of fish I had trouble with super high nitrates. Guppies and neons were two. Um, Dropping the nitrates in those systems that had that level made it possible for me to be able to keep neons and guppies. Those are two fish that really prefer fresh water and a continuous flow of fresh water. Microculture in the deep substrate. Yeah, that's Zen just posted the deep substrate video. That's such a critical thing to There's not a lot of science there. It's mostly just an explanation so you get your head wrapped around what's really going on in that deep substrate. It's not just breaking down dirt. It's creating a living environment that all kinds of things are living in. Doobie doobie doo. No, Lucas has not been to my store. Not yet. We're going to try to get him and his family here in May to do a program with their club, Aquarium Cop. He's agreed to do it. We haven't scheduled it. Well, we've scheduled it. We haven't made final arrangements yet, but we're excited about that happening. If Lucas was here, he did it undercover, and I didn't know about it. Maybe he did, but I don't think so. I don't know. You know more than I do, I suppose. Carrie Nature stressing about fish and tank. Well, in light of what we just said, Carrie, and I think this is true of a lot of people. A lot of people stress over their fish, and that creates that when you do that, you're putting stress into your tank. You're putting stress onto the fish. You have to be willing to trust that that little body of water with the stuff you put in there is capable of balancing itself and creating a healthy environment out of what you've put in. That really is the way it works. The system balances itself. Nature balances itself. We don't do it to it. It does it in effect to us. So not stressing is really a function of trusting the process. Am I at 900? No, can't be. Am I really? I mean, I was 80 shy earlier this morning. I'm pretty close. See if I picked up anything. No, one. Getting close. LRB on YouTube. Is he live now? Is LRB live? I need to get off if he is. Are we? Yeah, we're over. Not quite. A few more minutes. Outside space, the only real space you have a lot of. Well, outside space is the way to go. Sam Dam, thank you so much. I guess you're talking to me. You can't delete. Yeah, that's true enough. Talking about Facebook, you can't delete. Sharpest models in aquatics saying, the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know. I think that's really true. I think I know I'm intuitive about it. Um, I try to, I try to rationalize my intuition. I try to explain it. And I've got a philosophy background, so I'm pretty glib with with ideas and thoughts, kind of the thought process, the rational process, logic, and the like. So I make it sound like no more than I do, probably. Um, but I'm really basically intuitive. I'll look at a tank and I'll get a feeling about it. And if I feel like it's not right, I'll muck around with it until I get it right, until I feel like it's straightened out. Usually, what I'll find is there's something. Once I get into it, I find something really is wrong. Uh, like I can walk by a tank and I'll smell a dead fish, and it's just a matter of familiarity with the odor of dead fish, I guess. But I pick it up and I pick it up very quickly, and it's acrid to me. I mean, it's a strong odor, Tim. And I'll look and I'll see that, and then I'll look for why it's dead. Uh, 9 times out of 10, I won't find anything. But that one time I will, and it'll allow me to solve a problem. So it's really intuitive. Pen and notepad next to you, write down. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Aquarium Cop, to make notes. Yeah, they're talking about you're talking about deleting stuff on Facebook, and the fact that you can't do it. Signs. Who said that? Who said? Oh, Sims. Yeah, Lucas does. I have music playing 24/7, a classical radio station. I got demonetized on 2 videos because something was playing in the background that was copyrighted. So I got to try to be careful about that. But yeah, I think music's key. You know, it's funny, Woody, when I saw that, I thought it said signs, SIGNS. I spent many years of my life with deaf people, and I know sign language, uh, which I've never used with fish, but they would probably understand it. Interesting idea. Did I delete cache and cookies? Wi Fi stuttered. Let's see. Yeah, tilapia will in fact destroy a local fish population. Superintendent started watching good. Lucas made me stop. What are you talking about? Carry nature. Started watching your and Lucas. Oh, got it. Okay. I got it. I got it. Excellent. Tilapia is a pretty fish. Um, there a lot of these fish that are non-native are pretty fish. They're also pretty aggressive. Tilapia with butter and lemon. Good choice. See the white bottom of fish. We do taking pictures, not about it. Learn the smell of cyno. That's pretty interesting. I don't know that I know. Do you know? I don't think I have ever had cyno in a freshwater tank. I've had plenty of it in saltwater, but I can't recall. I get green algae, like coats of green algae, but brown algae or red algae in freshwater, I don't recall I've ever had it. I don't know why. I attribute it to deep sand bed, but I don't know that that's true. Shrimp multiplying an alarming rate in your betta tank. Oh, that's a terrible problem. Send some over to me. I think you could probably market them. A lot of people like shrimp. The stream is refreshing. Thank you, sir. Fish to auction house. Thank you so much. I think we're getting down to it here. Often watch live streams over so I can hook onto the links, but I notice most get deleted. How can you save those links? That's a good question. They should be on way back. If you go to way back, it will it it should capture history uh, at given points in time. That would certainly be one way to do it. As to saving the links, you can't save the link if the um, if the channel owner deletes the link, but it'll be on way back. How did I know that? See, it's logic. Logic. Never did it before in my life. And somebody's going to say, well, nice idea, Father Fish, but it doesn't work that way. And that's certainly possible. So I can act like I know what I'm talking about. Oh dear, I think we're all through for the day. I love you guys. Let's see, did everybody manage to, how many people got here? 28 and 24 signed. Well, that ain't too bad. Not too bad. We didn't draw the crowd, but for a last minute effort, I can't expect more. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and being such a joy. Let's see if I can play the viola. Hair algae, can fish be injured by it? No. Hair algae. The only thing I've discovered is that if it gets thick enough, little tiny fish can get trapped in it. But I wonder about that really. I mean, I suppose it can happen. Hair algae and the BBA. Yeah, 105-gallon blue green, like earthy fresh compost. Interesting. Big eyes. He's talking about me 9 minutes ago. Big eyes is a pretty cool guy. He jumps on quite a lot. And so I want to make sure I cover everything here. I left out some stuff last Sunday. I was disappointed that I missed. So I'm trying to be a little more dutiful about seeing everything that's posted. There was a little girl who decided she liked the sound of my voice, turned her TV off, and came over to listen. And I didn't catch that. And I was so disappointed that I didn't. So I promised her I'd say hello next Sunday if she shows up. Thank you, Chevy Fish. Danny Ken, hi guys. We're about to jump off. I appreciate you coming. Ooh, I think we're going. Reading Cherry Barb's got stuck in the air. Certainly possible. We're there. Okay. I think I've got everything. Is there anything I've missed? Patreon. Thank you, Silly Susie. I did want to mention that I do have a Patreon account, and I'm putting that money toward some trips that I want to be able to take uh, to visit some of the shows around, and also to get up to Maryland to the Catoctin Zoo, where I want to do a series of videos and help set up a couple of big 500-gallon tanks up there. So any help would be greatly appreciated. I thank you. I love you, and I'll be back. See you all on Sunday. Thanks so much for plugging in.